0 or 081 39256742 or 08065796599. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Guardian newspaper, will flip over to Leadership newspaper. Northern students reject tax reform bills. Governor Fintri whistles down Lamido of Adamawa's influence, creates new emirate chiefdoms, addressing systemic barriers for persons with disabilities in Nigeria. Foundation secures release of 40 inmates from Kogi prisons. Tragedy in everyday desperation. Silak warns against budget pardon, demands accountability in 2025 budget. Festive season. NACA urges Nigerians to prioritize their health. Advocates demand increased investment to combat SGBV in FCT. FCTA to establish two new sports centers in 2025. Repair collapsed. Allow dam. Zulum tells federal government. Repair collapsed. Allow dam. Zulum tells federal government. The distributing inflation rate. Abuja building collapse. Claimed 4 lives. 105 rescued in 2024. FEMD. CNG tackles Dogora over political somersault on Tinubu. CDS tax newly decorated generals on fight against terrorism. We won't fold our hands and watch carnage in a film continue. Muifuru. Troops kill 13 IPOB members. Presidential media shout, no regret for instant removal of petrol subsidy. Tinubu. MRS slashes fuel price to 935 naira per litre. Others to explore deal. RCCG Lagos Province 62 rehabilitates street in Ikorodu. RCCG Lagos Province 62 rehabilitates streets in Ikorodu. Stakeholders must prevent future stampedes. Northern Democrats. Obasanjo aborted grassroots development in Lagos. Tinubu. Shell divestment. Global Gas accuses NUPRC of ignoring court order. Why I won't reduce my cabinet size. Tinubu. Corruption prevention begins with addressing root causes. Tinubu. No going back on tax reforms. Tinubu declares. Turkey's Akuyu nuclear power plant gets turbine installation. Borrowing is not criminal. Tinubu defends federal government's debt profile. Nigeria moving forward. Critics won't stop our progress. Tinubu. I have no regrets removing fuel subsidy, says Tinubu. NCare commits to excellent NCare commits to excellence at inaugural productivity awards ceremony. Tide, avoid rickety boats. NIWA warns Nigerians. Tide, police deploy 3,180 personnel in FCT. New NUC boss Ribadu resumes vows to reform commission. Tide, FCT NUJ distributes bags of rice to 600 members. President Tinubu set for first presidential media chat Monday. Lassa fever, Nigeria recorded 1,154 cases, 190 deaths in 2024. NDDC. Terrorism, 888 suspects acquitted, 742 convicted since 2017, federal government. Japan issues cease and desist order against Google over anti-competitive practices. Inspector General of Police unveils a police insurance firm decorates 26 promoted senior officers. Building collapse. 4 lives lost. 105 rescued in FCT in 2024, says FEMD. CBN, NCC mandate banks, telecoms to resolve 250 billion naira USSD debt impasse. 5 million naira reward offered for Wizkid's missing phone. Governor Fintri. whistles down Lamido of Adamawa's influence, creates new emirate chiefdoms. And that's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to the Vanguard newspaper. We won't allow Sharia law in Southwest Yoruba youths. Sad tide for travelers over sky high transport fares. Petrol MRS slashes petrol price to 935 naira per litre nationwide, enforces compliance. End SARS protests. One of my toughest moments, Sanwo-Olu. Net forest inflow rises 70% to $42 billion. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. There will be only two genders. Trump promises end to transgender lunacy. I have never criticized Tinubu. A good man doesn't spoil another good person. Okupe. Tax reform bills while we insist on withdrawal. Ndume. Tinubu list achievements, claims Nigeria on path to recover despite criticisms. Tinubu list achievements, claims Nigeria on path to recovery despite criticisms. 2025 budget lacks reforms, bereft of fiscal discipline. Article. NMPC reduces petrol price to 965 naira per litre in Abuja. Obi criticizes Inspector General of Police palliative restrictions, warns they could discourage charity. Yuletide, federal government declares December 25th, 26th, January 1st, public holidays. We have enough fuel. Avoid panic buying. Hype man urges Nigerians. Man kills, buries friend over 30 million naira. 5 places in Nigeria you could visit with your family this Christmas. That's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper. 2025, Ozodema presents 755.5 billion naira budget. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Sun newspaper this morning. Christmas, governors, bishops, others preach hope, love, tolerance, collective action. University of Abuja alumni, students reject renaming of institution after Gowon. Edo local government crisis, confusion as council leaders emerge acting chairman. 15 killed in fresh Plateau attack. Osun Assembly raises 2025 budget with 37 billion naira. Traders, business community hails Mba's speedy completion of Nsukka Terminal Station. Edo Assembly passes a budget of 675 billion naira. Diri signs 2025 budget into law. Yahaya signs 2025 budget into law. Group urges Aniago to contest Anambra governorship election. Lassa fever claims 190 lives in 2024. Nigerian Center for Disease Control. Palliative stampedes. NAS condoles deceased families. Wants federal government to tackle rising hunger. No regrets removing fuel subsidy, Tinubu. Igodalo urges Nigerian leaders to prioritize people-oriented policies. Christmas. Olawepo Hashim preaches love, tolerance. Cleric urges Nigerians to show love to one another. Start helping the needy. Oshun bishop tells rich pastors how to avoid recurring stampedes. Pastor Okenla. End this hardship. Bishop Ike tax federal government, political leaders, business school, laws, Ogun government's partnership equips youth with skills. Government must work harder to gain citizens' trust. Ezinifite monarch preaches peace as Lagos branch dedicates town hall. Federal government receives 403 repatriated Nigerians from Niger Republic. Leprosy. Over 3,000 risk lifelong paralysis over MDT absence. Leprosy. Over 3,000 risk lifelong paralysis over MDT absence. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Sun newspaper this morning. Palliative death, stop sharing food items, provide empowerment, IPOB to Igbo philanthropist. 3,500 lives saved from emergency evacuation in FCT in 2024. Otuaro mourns pioneer PAP boss, General Abe. That's the much we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning, from the Sun newspaper, we'll flip over to the Daily Post newspaper. Learn to manage, switch off your lights. Tinubu tells Nigerians, no need to probe Nigeria security chiefs. I'm proud of them, Tinubu. Niger Pilgrims Welfare Board commences 2023 Hajj refund disbursement. FCT ESCO approves contract renewal to secure Abuja Rail. Tax reforms will eliminate traces of colonial rule in Nigeria's economy. Tinubu. Presidential media shot. Borrowing not criminal. Tinubu. Tax reform bills. We can't retool Nigeria's economy with obsolete laws. Tinubu tells critics. Christmas. Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps deploys 1,550 officers in Abia. Tax reform here to stay. Tinubu. Oti appoints Abia State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board. Tinubu blames Abuja, Oyo, Anambra stampedes on organizers' error. I have no regret about removing fuel subsidy. Tinubu. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742. From the Daily Post newspaper, we'll flip over to the Punch newspaper. Gombe, governor's wife takes gender-based violence fight to grassroots seeks collaboration. Court convicts 742 terrorists, free 888. Kanu local government to modernize 140-year-old market. Court remands terrorist medical doctor, military uniforms. Supplier. Court remands terrorist medical doctor, military uniforms supplier. Civil society organizations postponed, set January 9th date for elections. Group hails media, rural women's involvement in child spacing. Buni list achievements, unveils 2025 plans. FIRS partners non-governmental organizations, distributes palliatives to Borno residents. Shareholders approve FCMB's 340 billion naira additional capital raise. Plateau demands justice as 15 bandits victims get mass burial. Federal government warns Christian pilgrims against absconding. Threatens guarantors. Federal government warns Christian pilgrims against absconding. Threatens guarantors. Falana seeks amnesty for accomplice of freed Oshun foul thief. Okeogun working to produce next Oyo governor. ex-minister. Lagos State Waste Management Authorities demand proper waste disposal at Yuletide. Yuletide food stampedes, tragedies too many. Police arrest robbery suspect, others over ATM theft in Jigawa. APC opposition Vika over 27 billion naira budget for ex-presidents. NAPTI reunites 1,200 trafficked victims with families. NAPTI reunites 1,200 trafficked victims with families. Gombe, Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps deploys 850 operatives for Christmas celebrations. 392 Nigerians repatriated from Niger. 392 Nigerians repatriated from Niger. FRSC partners traditional rulers to curb road crashes. Stakeholders advocate special court to prosecute GBV offenders. Oyo, Gombe, Bayelsa sign budgets. Edo Assembly okays 675 billion naira. Disregard protests against Tompolo. Others, ex-agitators, tells United Nations. You're listening to newspaper headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. When I go for a short break, when we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper. Please stay with us.
The challenges of documenting memories in the 21st century is gone. When you have Ebon at the 103.5 FM, here, what are you celebrating today? Birthdays, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or fala, etc. Approach Ebon at the 103.5 FM Ogidi today to document your event. Ebon at the 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media, video and photo coverages feature on magazines, photo books and others, news coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599 or you visit Ebon at the 103.5 FM Ogidi opposite Ogunike Boys inside the Ofin Residency Hotel, Ogidi. Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Nabakowa production. Police or vigilante. Now my business. When I will tell you AJ radio drama, here we go. Akụkọ ihe AJ radio drama, here we go. Can I tell you every Monday, 8 o'clock p.m. Broadcast on Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Now, F1 at 103.5 FM. If you move, I finish your business. Yeah. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebon at 103.5 FM. FM with Martin Epan is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to everyone at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a bet. Residency Hotels Leofin Ogidi. Ogidi's number one place for all type of events. Burunia they were from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end of year parties on the club. We have air-conditioned hall, an outdoor space of a very good capacity. When Nebiano come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel Leofin Ogidi. If you are somebody who is able to taste, when Emmanuel back in the I want delicious meals, drinks and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081 8901. One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of why. Residency Hotels Leopino Gidi or Gidi's best place for premium events. Ask Conan Namagoroge, Mwakazi. It's time to get ready for the most anticipated event of the year, Adogidi Beauty Pageant. Date 30th December 2024. Your voucher is your ticket to an unforgettable night of top entertainment featuring the sensational Gorilla Dance Crew, comedy, traditions, and culture. It's premium or nothing, so dress to impress. And the hosting of the event is the one and the only MC Hamatan at Dogidi Beauty Project. Date 30th December 2024. Time 5 p.m. Venue Residency Hotel, Leofino Gidi. Call 080-6329-0766 or 090-1356-6263. For table reservations, get your vouchers now. Get your voucher for table 100,000 naira, VIP 50,000 naira, and regular for each person 5,000 naira at the port of entry. We are grateful to our sponsors, Kemp Total Homes Limited, Lagos, Castro International Limited, Holland, SVA Properties Limited, Abuja, Ebonadi FM, Ogidi. Be part of the magic. Luxury or nothing. Vacancy, vacancy, vacancy. Are you a DJ? Do you speak English and Igbo language fluently? Submit your CV and the letter of application at Ebonade 103.5 FM Ogidi, opposite Omunike Boys, inside Residency Hotel UP Ogidi. Residency Hotel Yobi Ogidi Christmas Hangout is here when you get the opportunity to of December 2024 by 4 p.m. with DJ Easy, Hypine JP, and the drummer boy. Gather your family and join the fun at Residency Hotel Yobi Ogidi Ebona Auto Piano Kaino Korean. It will be party after party, party after party at Residency Hotel 0933512.
Niger Republic. Death in police custody. Returnees from Niger Republic. Still on the stories making the headlines on this day newspaper this morning. Amid demand for 54 stocks, NUPRC emerges Savicom's best performing parastatal in 2024. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune. We will invest more in agriculture for resolving 30-year-old Sawaya chiefdom dispute. Both regatta, Sanwo-Olu vow Lagos tourism potential to boost economy. Group raises concern over indiscriminate dumping of refuse in Ibadan environs. Customs sells petrol in seized tanker at 630 naira per litre in Ibadan. Bishop of Nsukka donates 500,000 naira to Christian converts. Safeguarding Nigerian children in crowded gatherings non-negotiable. Ekiti government to renovate over 100 health facilities in 2025. Oyo Judiciary Center collaborate on effective case management system. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune this morning, and that will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebonade 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 081 38 39 7740 or 081 39 25 6742. You can equally send SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080 65 79 6599. We now flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. On our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message is coming from famous Christian. He's joining us from Ifite village, Aguluzibo. And he says, I want to console the families of those that were stampede at Okeja community. May their souls rest in peace. Amen. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. A famous Christian from Ifite village, Aguluzibo. Well, on our SMS portal, we have this message is coming from Ogochuku Ifechuku, and she says, Okupe should tell them that nice man to do what is right in this country because people are passing through hunger and scarcity. Let the federal government reduce the fuel price to 250 naira to help Nigerians to survive. Ogochuku Ifechuku from Ogidi. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our SMS portal, we have this message is coming from Comrade Manly Oduogo from Odumobosi, and he says the Okeja rice stampede and the subsequent deaths of 22 citizens of this sufferhead country called Nigeria is a monumental shame and a pointer that the masses are swimming in the ocean of poverty and penury, yearning for positive attention. Federal and the state government make una wake up from una slumber. May the soul of all that are transisted rest in peace. Comrade Manly Oduogo from Odumobosi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still on our SMS portal, we have this message is coming from Godwin from Umumbo, and he says, "Good morning, Martin. No going back on tax reforms as as credited to Tinubu is laughable. So Tinubu is not ready for consultation. It is worrisome." Godwin from Umumbo. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM. I want to thank you for being part of this particular edition. But remember that this program comes your way weekdays in the morning once is 7 o'clock. So keep a date and don't touch the dial of Airborne at the 103.5 FM. Once is 8:20 this morning, we'll be back with joy with birthday splash. So keep a date. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a wonderful morning.
The challenges of documenting memories in the 21st century is gone. When you have Ebon at the 103.5 FM, here, what are you celebrating today? Birthdays, wedding anniversary, traditional wedding, chieftaincy conferment, or pala, etc. Approach Ebon at the 103.5 FM Ogidi today to document your event. Ebon at the 103.5 FM offers you live coverage of your events on radio and social media, video and photo coverages feature on magazines, photo books, and others, news coverage of political and other events. Take this offer and receive a complete coverage. For more information, call or WhatsApp 08065796599 or you visit Ebon at the 103.5 FM Ogidi opposite Ogunike Boys inside the Ovin Residency Hotel, Okidi. Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Nabakoa Production. Police vigilante. Now my business is mine now. When I will tell you, AJ radio drama. Everything. Akụkọ ihe na-eme ogbe. AJ radio drama Erico can I tell you every Monday 8 o'clock p.m. Wake up on Saturday 3 o'clock p.m. Now, everyone at the 103.5 FM. If you move by finish or
Amara niile nwa dị ahụ ụbọchị m na-aga n'obodo m na-anụ akọ na ya na-erikọ n'anya nke ka dịkwa nke mụ na ana m ahụzikwu n'anya ma ọ bụ n'eziokwu
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonade 103.5 FM with Martin Ifan Shukwu is here every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to everyone at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date. Residency Hotels Leofino Ogidi. Ogidi's number one place for all type of events. Burunia Dewa from corporate to social gathering or any type of parties, even end of year parties on the club. We have air-conditioned hall and outdoor space of a very good capacity. One Neviano, come, let us celebrate your event in style. Residency Hotel Leofino Ogidi. If you are somebody with a zibote taste, one Emmanuel back in the I want delicious meals, drinks and spirits brewed in different parts of the world. For booking, call 081 One more. Come, let's make your event come through the way it's dream or your plan of wire. Residency Hotels Leofino Gidi or Gidi's best place for premium events. Ask for an amagoroge, Mwakozian. It's time to get ready for the most anticipated event of the year, Ado Gidi Beauty Pageant. Date 30th December 2024. Your voucher is your ticket to an unforgettable night of top entertainment featuring the sensational Gorilla Dance Crew, comedy, traditions, and culture. It's premium or nothing, so dress to impress. And the hosting of the event is the one and the only MC Hammer Time at Dogidi Beauty Project. Date 30th December 2024. Time 5 p.m. Venue Residency Hotel Teofilo Gidi. Call 080-6329-0766 or 090-1356-6263. For table reservations, get your vouchers now. Get your voucher for table 100,000 naira, VIP 50,000 naira, and regular for each person 5,000 naira at the port of entry. We are grateful to our sponsors, Kemp Total Homes Limited, Lagos, Castro International Limited, Holland, SVA Properties Limited, Abuja, Ebonadi FM, Ogidi. Be part of the magic. Luxury or nothing.
You married a single? We're going to know when you can afford it by your losing no money. If there was a woman in a relationship with him or a marriage, you know, from the beginning or at the school or Badara, I just such a lasting solution to problem when a marriage to him or a relationship. Obamacity share the problem on Love Clinic 103.5 everyone at the FM. Such no more, but I never love danger, the love doctor and a love clinic. So what you know when a marriage to him of a relationship with the organization number and Hola doctor, Nakara 20 081 38 397740 Mobuna 081 3925 67 or Mobile office CI 103.5 Egon at the FM Ogidi. Don't near European Hotel opposite Cape City Secondary School Obunuku. For heart-to-heart interaction, people with us to go in and when a love life together sing together. But on one love, keep us together on a 103.5 Egon at the FM Ogidi. Do you need to be hooked up? Are you hooked already? Honestly, keep on why you hook you going correct. You need help to be engaged in a serious relationship. Tuna in a lab clinic, 103.5 Ebona the FM ODT. Each year that can also share each campus. Anyị na-aga na Laugh Clinic every Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and every Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is the time anyị na-aga anọ wee kparịta ụka n'ihe ga-enyere anyị aka ma ọ bụga n'elu na ọdịmma nke ndụ anyị na nke ezinụlọ anyị. Don't miss this program because it's going to be educating and entertaining with lots of laugh.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here, and remember to turn on the notification button. It will enable you to know when we post anything. Thank you so much for sticking around. Dalo.